Hey guys, it's your tour guide Kyle Torek here, and let's talk about Iron Ward. Iron Ward just got some buffs. It is looking pretty cool. It actually might be a solid build. Not saying it's going to be a good build or a great build that's pushing Uber Arbiter, but you're definitely going to be clearing Waystone level 15s with this build, and there's some really cool interactions with it. Iron Ward, the way it works is, when you take physical damage and you prevent it by armor, you essentially store up power, and then eventually you can unleash that power in a big explosion that you'll see right here. Does a lot of damage, and yeah, it's really cool if it was good, but it's not. The AoE radius in this patch is abysmal. At maximum juice, I think you get like a little over 3 meters. It has been buffed to where it looks like you're going to be pushing 10 meters at maximum AoE radius in the next patch, give or take the math. So the radius is going to be essentially clearing the entire screen, which is going to be really powerful. Now, one of the big things they changed about it, let me just go ahead and read the Iron Ward changes for you. So Iron Ward's radius is now 6 meters. It was previously 1.8. And it now stores 160 to 480% of mitigated physical damage. Previously, 65 to 145%. So before, it was just... Its bottom end is now better than the previous top end, and the new top end is 3 times, 4 times, the old. So it is absorbing a lot more juice. Now, as you can see here, my Iron Ward is getting juice, despite me just sitting here. There are quite a few ways that we can automate the physical damage taken for this skill, to where you don't actually have to get hit, which is fun. So as you can see here, every time my minions die, I am taking some physical damage. I don't have many of them. It looks like I only have like 8. 8 skeletal warriors right now, and every time they die, it fills up my Iron Ward bar by 17%. Now, that is because I'm using Heartbound Loop, and I have 2 of them on right now just to like build it up faster so I can showcase like how the mechanic looks. You will not need 2 of these on launch with increased with the buffs to the skill. You will only just need to get more minions out. So you just have a little bit more spirit. You'd have probably like 10 to 15 skeletal warriors, and hopefully it would be consistently filling up Iron Ward. Maybe you would need closer to 20 skeletal warriors. I'm not sure, but we should be able to next patch get it to where your skeletal warriors die, and it will instantly fill up that bar, which will allow you to use it. Again, the radius is going to be like this big, so you're going to be just running around the map. Your minions are going to die, and you're going to explode. Then you add on something like Grim Feast. Grim Feast is the little remnants you're seeing on the ground right here. When you collect those, it charges up Grim Feast, and you use it, and you can instantly respawn your minions. So we have a way to kind of quicker, or in a more quick way, get out Iron Ward Blast. So that is one of the ways we can self-cast Iron Ward, is through Heartbound Loop. Just Infernal Legions inside of any summon skill, and they just keep dying. You're going to self-damage yourself, and you're going to fill up Iron Ward. There is another way we can do it with Scolds. Scolds, you take 87% of mana cost you pay for skills as physical damage. This would require you to run around spamming a curse-like skill. Curses have one of the highest mana costs in the game, and then you can scale their mana cost by gem levels and cost multiplier. Something like Unleash increases the cost multiplier by 150%, and you just juice its cost multiplier. As you can see here, let me go ahead and cast Iron Ward to get the juice down. If I cast my curse here, you can see that it is going up little by little. So there is a world in the next patch where maybe you just have a single curse, like you're spamming vulnerability. That single vulnerability does enough physical damage to yourself via Scolds, because you're scaling the cost of it, and then you cast Iron Ward. The unfortunate part about that setup, the Scold setups, is A, you're giving up your helmet slot, and B, you're having to push another button, of course. We don't like doing that here. Yeah, we won't be pushing the curse to fill this up. We want to try and automate this as much as possible, and that's where the minions come in. It is going to be minions dying. They build up the Heartbound Loop, and yeah. So how are we going to scale its damage? Well, it is a physical skill. Right now, its tags are Persistent, AoE, Physical, and Nova. Now, you can put some decent amount of support gems in it. Right now, I'm just messing around with Physical Mastery, Stoicism, Poison 2, Deadly Poison 2, and Bleed 3. My passive tree is just like a goofball setup. I've just been messing around with a lot of different stuff, so don't overthink this too much. But I think Gemling might potentially be the best way to scale it because we get the +2 gem levels. The other option is Chayula Monk. Chayula Monk has a bunch of remnant stuff, so maybe you're able to, like, increase the chaos damage a lot from the chunk stuff. You're in the poison area over here. And then, of course, like with the remnant stuff, you're going to be getting, you're just going to be able to invest in the remnants more. I'm not too sure on the Chayula Monk for this build quite yet. I do feel like, especially if we drop the adaptive capability and put a bunch of, we get more red gems in Iron Ward, 20% increased damage per supported gem. There's no way to scale its gem level super high. It's not an attack skill, so you can't use the attack modifier. It's not a projectile, so you can't use projectile modifier. I feel like Gemling is going to be the best way to scale its damage, and through ailment. So as you can see here, we'll go into the boss fight. This is just a boss Waystone level 1. It does have max boss Atlas passives, but I do just want to, like, you know, show how much damage I'm hitting for right now. What's going on? Get me through these guys. Are they really body blocking that hard? Okay. Well, we're going to have to wait for me to regain the juice back up to the percentage. Now, luckily, because I got 2 Heartbound loops on, it fills up reasonably fast. It will fill up so much faster on the patch. The patch notes is making what this fills up faster. Okay, so here's the damage. That was no curse. And from a single hit, we're doing, with the ailments, around 505,000 damage. Bum gear... you know, the most expensive thing in the setup is the Prism of Relief +3. No idea what those are going to cost on launch. You know, will this be, again, an Uber Arbiter pushing build? No. But it's a fun mechanic. Maybe Oracle will have something cool for it that scales its damage. But yeah, this is a big buff. And these clinical mechanics are cool. We're talking about a self-looping Iron Ward build where your minions are just dying. Like, that's cool to me. This build has my interest right now. It probably won't be my league start, but let me know what you guys think about this self-loop, Heartbound loop, Iron Ward looping build. This seems really fun, guys. Keep in mind, the AoE radius being buffed is going to be crazy. It is not AoEing for much right now, like right here, but it is going, like, when you actually juice its AoE with passives or support gems, you're going to have, like, a screen-wide AoE clear. So when you're talking about using minions to fuel it, it's going to be super safe. You're going to have the armor stacking because you need the physical damage prevented, so you're going to have that level of defense. But then because the AoE radius is so big, you're just going to be like, your minions are going to die, you're just going to click it, and you're going to kill, like, everything in the area. So it seems cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. All right, bye.